Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and I agree with Ms. Plaskett. It is good to see GT and good to see you looking well, Mr. Ranking Member. I think it's good we're doing this hearing together because clearly technological advances, innovation, they have had a tremendous impact on livestock and on horticulture, and we're going to get a lot more done together than we would separately. So thank you to both chairmen for making this happen. There is a moral and a technological issue that's facing this committee and society. How are we going to feed a growing world at the same time that we work to be good stewards of our environment? I suspect you all know the numbers. The United Nations Population Division expects there'll be nearly 10 billion people on this planet by the year 2050. And we are called to feed the world. And we're not going to do that. We're not going to succeed without innovation, without technology. Embracing innovation and technology, we will increase weight gain, we'll increase yields, we'll reduce our carbon footprint, we'll improve animal welfare. And again, we're only going to do these things by embracing ingenuity, progress, and innovation. And agriculture has a positive story to tell. It is innovation that has allowed our producers to produce more food with fewer resources. And certainly livestock producers in South Dakota and elsewhere have been doing that by adopting things like genetically enhanced EPDs, IVF and embryo transfer, as well as extensive artificial insemination to increase profitability and the efficiency of the genetics, which are so critically important. But the technology is advancing even further, though. We have a tendency so often when we're talking about technological improvements in ag to focus on crops, and there has been a lot there. But I would tell you that the pace of change is accelerating on the livestock side as well. From disease-resistant pigs to polled Holstein cattle, these innovations have the potential to vastly improve the production landscape. So I look forward to hearing from our panel on what is and what is not working with our current laws and regulations. For example, where we stand on efforts like the implementation of bioengineering food disclosure standard and views on how the coordinated framework can and should be applied to GE livestock and any other evolving regulatory hurdles. Making progress on these issues will also require an international approach. And Madam Chairman and Mr. Chairman, as I close, let's just be frank. There are too many in this world who cast doubts on science as a tool. And they actively lobby international institutions to adopt their anti-innovation agenda. And I look forward to working with this committee in a bipartisan way to ensure that the United States maintains a science-driven regulatory system and that we actively advocate that position abroad. That's going to mean a lot of consumer education. It's also going to mean working through trade agreements and relationships so that we can maintain internationally a predictability on standards that our producers need to feed the world and be good stewards of the environment. So with that, Mr. Chairman, I look forward to working with you and all others on the committee on these issues. Thank you, and I yield back.